There's no denying the Focus ST is a great performance car right out of the box, but unfortunately being front-wheel drive, it's going to suffer some of the same problems that haunt many high-performance front-wheel drive cars. One of them is going to be torque steer, which unfortunately you really can't do much about. The other is wheel hop. In the case of the Focus ST, the factory rear mount is pretty soft, which allows the engine to torque and causes a lot of hop issues during acceleration. Ford even realized this was a problem, and starting in 2014, the Focus ST received the electric Focus mount, which is a lot beefier, but still had some wheel hop issues. To truly combat wheel hop, you need a high-performance rear motor mount. So today we're going to show you how to install Cobb's rear motor mount on our 2015 Focus ST. Adding a stiffer rear motor mount is a great way to get rid of wheel hop, but you don't want to go too stiff or you're going to add a lot of noise and vibration to the car. The Cobb is the perfect choice. It's made of high-quality 6061 billet aluminum, uses an 85A durometer bushing, which is going to be stiff but not overly stiff, and then Cobb actually builds these unique voids into the bushing to give it just enough flex that it does the job without creating extra noise and vibration. For this installation, let a lift or a jack and jack stands, 3/8 ratchet, 13mm socket, 15mm socket, 15mm deep socket, T30 Torx bit, 10mm Allen key bit, extension, 13mm wrench, 15mm wrench, and a torque wrench. The rear motor mount is located right up in here, so the first step of the installation is going to be to remove this cover so we can access it. The mount's located right here. This is the front of it, the rest of it's back underneath the front cross member. To get to it, we're going to have to remove the bracket for the downpipe, additional bracket here, and then this piece here to be able to access the mount. The next part of the bracket, you want to first start with this rear nut back here. Now we're down to the front arm of the rear motor mount, which is held on as bolt here, another one up in the back. The other one's in the back here. It's actually the stud we just removed the nut off of to get the other bracket. Now there's a bolt underneath the stud. Now we can remove the cross bolt. With that bolt out of the way, now we can actually tilt the engine a little bit just to get to this last bolt in the back. The last bolt left now is the main bolt for the motor mount itself. Make sure the area up here is cleaned out. Now we can install our Cobb mount. The Cobb will be a tighter fit, so we want to work it in to get the bolt hole lined up. Let's get that hand tight for now. With that in place, we're going to reinstall the bracket that we removed. We'll reinstall the bolt and the 2 studs. We're going to torque these to 45 foot-pounds. The bracket tight, we can install the Cob Crossbolt. Make sure you get it threaded straight by hand. We're going to torque that to 75 foot-pounds. Now go back and tighten the back bolt we installed the first to 70 foot-pounds. Now we're going to reinstall both brackets for the downpipe and the 6 retaining nuts that held them on. Start by getting everything just sort of loosely in place. Once everything's in place loosely, you're going to tighten these 2 first, and then tighten the other 4. Reinstall the front splash pan and your installation's finished.